I'm Heather, and this is Dr. Montgomery. We're coming to you today from Brighton Animal Clinic for another video topic on cats. This is Whisker Madness in March month, and today's topic is Litterbox 101. So a lot of our pet parents have concerns about the litter box.
Yes.
Their cats won't use them, or they're urinating where they shouldn't be. Once you've ruled out medical issues, just want to talk about some ways that you can make the litter box a little bit more friendly for your cat. So there are a lot of options out there on the market.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are many options.
Just want to know, how do you pick the right one?
So our goal in picking out a litter box is the bigger the better. So a lot of times the cats want to get in the box and they want to dig and check everything out and make sure they're safe and secure. So usually we like a size litter box such as this that's going to be a couple inches tall, easy to get in, easy to get out, but they can turn around in. We really don't like the hooded boxes because the hooded boxes are more for people because of course it keeps the litter in there, but the cats can be afraid in here because if noises happen it can scare them, and then they would actually go ahead and be fearful to go in there because it could be a scary place. Unfortunately though, we do have some cats who like to do this. So normally we suggest you start with the bigger box first and kind of prove the cat likes it, and then if you have other troubles you can move to different choices, or certainly you can check with us and we can give you some other options.
Very good. And then on the same note, litter. There are so many options in the litter aisle. How do you choose the one that's right for your pet?
And usually most cats like the unscoopable scented, and usually like this Dr. Isley's is really good, the Litterbox Ultra, or the Cat Attract litter is real good. It's got a smaller particle size, so the cats like to dig in that to go ahead and see how they like it on their feet. Kind of a key for all litter boxes is when the cat gets in there and digs, then we know they like the litter. If a cat jumps in and goes, ah, and goes and then jumps out, they don't like that litter.
Gotcha. So
that would be a good choice.
in and out is a key
Is
that you are not using the right litter.
Yes.
Perfect.
And also on that note of litter and types of litter, again, we want to, dust-free, scoopable litter, but also we want a depth of the litter. So usually most cats like 2 to 3 inches, so they like to get in there and actually dig and not just be cheapo on your litter.
Very good. So, and kind of taking that into the cleaning realm, how often is often enough? How clean does it need to be? That sort of thing.
And that's a great question because that's what a lot of people don't do a whole lot. We usually like to clean the litter box twice a day. So that's just scooping the box twice a day. And you kind of think of it as an outhouse. You know, you don't want to go in a dirty outhouse. So if you're at a porta potty, you want it to be clean and you go to the next one. So litter box needs to be cleaned twice a day. And then actually totally stripped, meaning changing the litter out actually every 2 weeks. And then you'd want to clean the litter box during that time just with some like Dawn dish soap or something, nothing really smelly, because of course the cats have very sensitive noses, so no ammonia, no vinegar, no Clorox or anything like that, just a simple dish soap.
Very good. Okay, so we've kind of like talked about the types of litter, types of boxes. What about where they are in the house, or like how many there should be?
Okay, that's a good question too, because it's location, location, location. So usually we want to do 1 box per cat plus 1. So again, if you have 2 cats, you need 3 boxes. And the location's important because a lot of times some cats will actually guard these locations. So if you have all 3 boxes down in one area, the cat actually only sees that as 1 box. They don't see that as 3 boxes. So you do need to put them on different, ideally 1 on each floor, and that way a cat can't guard from the other cats, and they can go, if their friend cat's downstairs, they can go upstairs, and they can use those boxes.
Yeah.
So
I've read that you should separate it from like the water and the food. Not have them like all in the same room. Same thing, the resource guarding and whatnot.
And that's great because again, in cat land, the litter boxes, food and water are all resources, and like Heather talked about, that would be for sure resource guarding. We definitely never go ahead and put the litter boxes away from their food and water and make sure they aren't in the same area, just for cleanliness too, because the cats are very cleanly. They don't want to share their areas.
Okay, good. So, and unfortunately, a lot of our pet owners that get really frustrated with litter box issues. I know I hear in the rooms a lot talking to our pet parents that they're worried that their cat is having accidents out of spite, that they're mad at them, or that they just are upset with them about some reason. That's why they're having accidents. So what would you say about that?
And usually unfortunately that's not true, because a lot of cats don't do things out of spite. So normally it's going to be the litter's not to their preference, the litter box is in the location they can get to because it's being blocked, or maybe they even have a medical issue getting in the box. So that kind of leads us to other things that can cause litter box evasion, which is going to be like a medical problem. Like if they have arthritis, then you might have to cut out the litter box so the cat can just walk in instead of get over. Sometimes they might have a urinary tract infection, and they might go inappropriately, because a lot of the cats, when they're sick, will actually not want to go in their normal area, because that would show the predators that they're sick, and they're, so they need to go somewhere else that's not normal, and then use their area when they're normal. So that would kind of lead us to looking into some medical things.
What are some of the medical concerns that we would have if a cat is like suddenly like was fine, and then suddenly is like, wham, I'm using other locations, not in the box? What would we be worried about?
So first of all, of course, urinary tract infection. So those cats will go like a small amount, but they go a small amount frequently. So that would be something to watch for. Diabetes or kidney problems, they would actually be drinking tons of water, so that they would be soaking the litter box or not able to get to their box because they're urinating so much. We can see GI issues if they have diarrhea. Same thing, it would be more of a trouble getting to the box, or an urge problem, or they can't get in there fast enough and they still go. So GI issues. Unfortunately, sometimes the behavioral issue always comes back, and that would be, again, things we want to try to do as soon as we can. So if your cat does start going outside the box, we want to know as soon as possible, so we can help troubleshoot these things and make sure you don't end up with that as a problem.
Awesome. Well, I know I've learned a lot today about Litterbox 101, so we hope you have too. Feel free to drop any additional questions in the comments below, or give us a call if you have questions or concerns about your own cat. And we hope this brightened your day.
Thank you.